Oh, sorry. I cut you off a bit there. My sister's there. You seem a bit shaken. Not used to seeing Cocoon. What do you mean in the legend?
What do you mean by in the legend?
The legend about Cocoon and how it was held up in the sky by a crystal pillar. How we all knew that story.
Seems funny to call it a legend. It's only been 3 years.
Oh, X! X is a simple attack. Okay, I thought it was like L1 or R1. I think that might have been from Lightning Returns that I remember that. Cool, we got our first 5 stars. Alright, so I'm picking up the hang of things again in this game. But yeah, I should ask, how is everyone today? Mostly ask this for YouTube, because, YouTube, you'll be getting this in, several parts, so... Probably not everything in one day. Probably will split it up just because I'll probably end up processing it out. Just because I also don't really trust, like, exporting it directly to YouTube, because Twitch doesn't usually get it in the highest, like, quality that it can. I do love how haste is immediately casted if, you get the drop on an enemy. Like, I fucking love that. I love haste. 4 stars, yeah. I just recently got haste in Final Fantasy VII, and like I said earlier, I'm playing through that game currently for like the 3rd time, but let's see. Mock, where'd you go? Do you want to do that thing where I can... Well, is that spoilers yet? I feel like that probably is. Well, I guess we'll be coming up for that treasure. Oh, who wants some? Yeah, I've been playing through Final Fantasy VII. This is like my 3rd attempt, and I'm currently farther than I've ever been in the game. So I'm pretty happy with myself. I've never beaten Disc 1, and I am currently past where I've never beaten it in Disc 1, so I think I'm still a bit of a way off from Disc 2. But I've been enjoying it. I've been trying to max out like everyone's limits to the point that I can. I'm pretty blind to most of what happens in the game, actually. I didn't realize. I know like your basic shit, like what becomes of a certain character, certain things regarding the main villain. Yeah, I don't need to see this, I already know about that. Like basic things like that, but then there were other things that I completely did not know, and I was kind of surprised by that, and I'm really enjoying it. Like, this is the most fun I've ever had with Final Fantasy VII. I started it up again. I had been planning on starting it up again, but I mostly started it back up again because of Final Fantasy XV. Because I had been more or less playing through it for YouTube, and I've kind of more or less put a halt to that Let's Play. Not so much because I wasn't enjoying it. I was enjoying it, but just because I didn't really feel like recording it for your YouTube. I really kind of just wanted to play it on my own. And then Final Fantasy XV dropped, and I was watching Loki X Riddle stream it, and I really was feeling the Final Fantasy, so I was like, yeah, no, we're gonna be playing 7. What actually ended up happening is I lost my data at one point. Like, it became essentially corrupt. Hey, was actually going in a different direction. Yeah, I'll come back to you, don't worry. Wait, I'm not going in plot direction, am I? No, okay, good. Yeah, but I lost my data 12 hours in. Luckily, I was able to recover it through like the Chocobo save editor shit. Was able to get everyone back to the levels they were, more or less back to where I was. Got all my materia back. So I was pretty bummed because my save file ended up getting corrupted, and I'm just more or less being like very careful with how I do my saves now. I probably actually should go talk to him because I feel like that might be missable. That is missable. I didn't think that would be missable. Oops. Who wants some? I'm not gonna miss an opportunity for a fight just because I want CP. So I may end up cutting out a few of these fights. If not, then it's not really that big of a deal. But yeah, like I said, I've been playing 7, been enjoying it. Really dig some of the characters so far, but I can definitely tell there's quite a few translation errors and awkward writing awkward dialogue that I don't think it's the original, I don't think it's because of the original dialogue. I think it's just because of translations, because sometimes the dialogue is weird and it just looks weird and it sounds weird, and so I feel like it has to be an issue with how it was translated more so than with the original dialogue. And as for Final Fantasy XV, I've seen a good amount of it streamed. I'll probably be streaming it at some point. My favorite character is probably Aranea. I'm probably going to be doing Brotherhood and Kingsglaive at some point. Because I watched Kingsglaive and I wasn't really that much of a fan of it, to be honest. But yeah, Final Fantasy XV, I honestly think Final Fantasy XV is going to become the new 13 and how much hate it receives. Right now, it's just recently been released, so it's getting a lot of good praise, and a lot of people are really pointing out the flaws of it. But I guarantee as time goes on, the same way that people did with 10, and did with 12, and did with 13, and probably did with 7, 8, and 9. I wasn't on the internet during them, but people really, like the ones that I know, started with how Final Fantasy X was the death of the franchise and it was awful. Then I saw people talking about how 12 was the death of the franchise and awful. Then I saw people talking about how 13 was the death of the franchise and awful, which, of course, this was when the internet was, like, really catching on now, and people were bandwagon jumpers, so not saying that everyone who despises 13 is bandwagon jumpers. Some people generally dislike it, and that's completely understandable. But then there are other people that you get who are just more or less saying it just for the fact that... Did we just really zoom in on Sarah's panties? Alright, game. Oh, yeah. Were you touched as a child? Do we need to talk? Like, getting touched as a child is not like a laughing matter, but like, why was that necessary? Really glad we can't fall off of that, because I could have potentially.
What's going on here?
Am I dreaming?
I see it too. Pretty sure it's no dream.
Who wants some? Man, I really enjoy the theme. Alright, no, cool, but this is our kill. I gotta say, like, I'm kinda sad about, like, the lack of victory fanfare in, these games. Final Fantasy XII didn't really have it either, but they had it, like, when you finish, like, a hunt. And I can't remember if it was the big hunts or all the hunts, but I definitely remember it. Yo!
Oh, hey, Yuge.
Hey. So, this is the famous Noah, huh?
What?
I guess news travels fast.
We didn't really talk to anyone else yet.
Bro told me how you helped her out. I'm huge.
How does she know?
Hey, likewise.
What's with the new style and threads, Sarah? Not exactly a dress up and hit the town kind of occasion.
Yeah, it really isn't, especially when you just get a close-up of her fucking panties. I didn't really want to see that. You want to try them on? You want to talk huge. They fell from the sky. I don't remember putting them on. You want to try them on?
You want to try them on? They might look better on you.
I don't think so. Wouldn't want to show you up or anything.
True. Huge is actually pretty styling.
I'd better get going. See you guys later.
Bye.
I'm kind of sad there wasn't like more customization in this game, outfit-wise, but we'll be getting that eventually in the series, so don't really need to worry on that end. Got a tough to Phoenix down. Yo!
Weird. How do these plants grow so fast? I don't get it. It must be pockets of unstable time or something.
It's more a meteorite phenomenon.
Maki, how could you know that?
Oh, look at this stuff. Ever since that rock came down, we've been seeing all kinds of aberrations.
Any idea
Aberrations.
what's happening?
Not the slightest clue. Some spots seem to have sped forward centuries. But other parts haven't changed at all.
So, these areas are from different timelines. Realities blending together, like two ages overlap.
Okay, I love this song, but I'm really kind of just hearing it too much now at this point. Where did the Moogle come from? Even you can't figure out what's going on. Where are the monsters coming from? Where did the meteorite come from? I feel like the Moogle thing's a legitimate question, actually. That's something I would be wondering.
From another dimension, do you think?
Well, I'd have to dismantle it to know for sure.
Oh my god!
Whoa!
I think he understood you. In any case, we can't go breaking Sarah's good luck charm.
Yeah, that's why. Not the fact that Mog's actually kind of a, living being.
Man, I can't believe this.
We got new threads and you didn't? And you can definitely tell that, like, at the resolution I have it at, it doesn't look nearly as good as 13 did when we played it. I don't know why this game wasn't running as well as 13 was as its other resolution, but, I mean, I'm fine with it. Like, it looks fine, it's playable, it doesn't look awful, and it doesn't look nearly like some of the other stuff that we've captured, so, like, there are parts where it just looks kind of like, I guess it would be the aliasing or something?
Cocoon is gone.
And here we got our first boss, who, honestly, I gotta admit, I fucking love this design. It looks like anima, it sounds like anima, it's not really anima, but, oh yeah, let's see, twin shields, yeah, cool. Yeah, we're gonna slash and burn you. I mean, it's not really anima, but it reminds me a lot of anima, just the whole, like, yelling thing. And honestly, I just really enjoy the games, oh shit, oh, that didn't do nearly as much as what I was expecting. Okay, yeah, we need to... I think we're doing good right now. Yeah, we don't really need to heal yet, honestly. We can keep going. Keep staggering. But yeah, I really love the designs of the 13 series. Like, I really think everything looks so good in it. And, man, we are losing this. Okay, yeah. Potion. Yeah, but it's okay. We're gonna win this round. There we go. Didn't really need to worry about anything. 4 stars? Yeah, honestly, I don't really think we deserved 5 stars there. That could have gone potentially really fucking badly. Like, that could have been ugly. But yeah, I love the design for Gog. By resolving the anomalies along with the timeline, you will obtain special objects known as fragments. Fragments are memories of time, solidified into shards, each containing a valuable piece of knowledge or slice of history. To view which fragments you currently possess, press the E again. I'm playing with controller, so that doesn't really help me. Can we mess with the Crystarium yet? Yeah, no, we can later though. Yeah, give me this treasure. Cool, 300 gil. I don't really think we'll need that, but there's another treasure right here.
Wait up.
Cool, we got 2 Gishel greens. Gishal. So you think you could ride this chocobo?
What is that place? Noel, do you know?
Yeah.
Wait, what happened to Cocoon?
Oh damn, I fucking love this theme.
Different time. That's the world I come from. In my world, Cocoon doesn't exist. When I was born, the sky was already empty. Tell me, how many years has it been since Ragnarok appeared and Cocoon fell?
Well, it's 3 AF. So that was 3 years ago.
For me, all that happened 700 years in the past.
Why would Sarah call that 3
Another
AF?
time, 700 years in the future.
Yes, I knew it. I knew you weren't from this world.
I'm the last of humanity. Hey! Sarah,
Hey.
I can take you there. We can find Lightning together. I know she wants to see you.
You're full of it! Yeah, that's impossible! Lightning's gone, man.
Godot. Noel.
It's okay, Godot. You want it to be important. That's what matters.
What's happening?
Man, this outfit is just really a lot better than the regular one in my opinion. I guess we could have gone with White Mage, but I mean, I really didn't like how White Mage looked. I thought it was kind of really gross.
You see? It's a time gate.
What do you mean?
Wow.
Time gate.
What the? It's like a portal. Lightning is in a place called Valhalla. She's waiting on the other side.
I'm kind of sad that we can't just immediately go to Valhalla and Chrono Trigger this shit.
I knew the answer lay beyond that gate. The answer to my doubts and dreams. On the broad plain beneath Cocoon, my sister once celebrated my marriage to Snow. I remember her smile like it was yesterday. But sometime when I wasn't looking, she disappeared.
Yeah, I remember her smile too.
First place. Lightning, are you out there? Did I dream that day on Pulse, or did it really happen?
Spoiler alerts for 13, it didn't.
Is he telling the truth?
It did happen. It didn't just become a dream, or it wasn't just a dream, I should say. Just a dream is just, as Anakin would say in Star Wars Backstroke of the
He
West.
traveled back in time to change that bleak future. Or so he told us.
Listen, when different eras overlap, all kinds of crazy stuff happens. Objects from different times get mixed up. If you want to open a gate and travel through time, you have to find one of those objects. They're called artifacts.
Artifacts?
The keys to the future. They're anachronisms, relics of a different world. Basically, things that don't belong in your time. If we can find one, we might be able to use it to open the gate. Then we could cross time and travel to Lightning's world.
I kind of wish this had been a team effort.
Telling the truth? Beyond
I would have loved to have seen all these characters together, honestly.
Is Lightning alive and waiting for me? Can I dare to hope again? After all this time? Mr. Pack.